Wednesday night is the lounge with Desiree and Anissa. Thursday night is Rockin' 80s Invasion with Lisa. And I'll be back Friday night with Freaks in the Basement. I guess I'll wrap up the show with some more songs. Thanks for listening.
You're back live with IKE DIAZ and Denise Harris. That was Chris Stevens with the rundown of the week. I guess I was about 3 days late, but he gets it all. It's all on time except for the jam Saturday. He always says tonight's the jam or something. I don't know. But that's a cool rundown. Did you get a chance to listen to it on your side?
No, I couldn't hear it on my end.
Oh no, yeah, he does a really good. He does.
He does. Yeah, I heard it on the other one. He does a great job.
I tell you, everybody gets mad at me because I play him like 100 times a night. But it's like it's so good. Why not? Why can't we play him? And it's all advertisement. So it's like, okay, people, go ahead. You can get mad at me. I don't care. I'm still gonna play him. No.
He's great. It's fun. I love it. I think I like it. So
yeah, it's fun. It's fun to hear him with all his. The freaks are out. Are the freaks out, Chris? Are the freaks out? Let us know, dude. Let us know so we can get to safety. If the freaks are out, the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out. The freaks come out at night.
Yeah. He says they're locked in the basement.
For our protection, though. For our protection, they're locked in the basement.
Yeah, they're locked in the basement for the night. Apparently, Sam has been naughty, so they're trying to come up with what happened to Sam.
So real quick, though, I want to give a shout-out to my buddy Dave Justice. I didn't know that he watched The Walking Dead, so shout out to you. I wanted to do it earlier. I just tagged you with the podcast. Shout out to Dave Justice, a.k.a. Nike Nitty, a.k.a. Nike Loke, one of Colorado's #1 rappers of all time. He is a fan of the show, so thank you. And I didn't know, and now I know, so it's cool. And hopefully we can get you on as a guest soon. It'll be pretty cool to have you on as a guest on the ideas and Denise Harris. It'd be pretty cool to have you on as a guest with us. So it was pretty cool to find out one of my friends is a fan of the show. So let's get into the meat of the podcast. Last week we had ended with who washed up on the beach, and me and you were both confused. We were like, who is it? Who is it? Well, we found out it's Tara. So let's kind of start there with Tara because it kind of went back and forth. And now that you know it's Tara, how are your feelings?
I was glad to see her back. At least now we know that they're, her and Keith are back and trying to find out what's going on. So it was good to see her. That was an interesting way to bring her back in. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, and then Cindy bringing her the food and the water and the different.
Yeah, that little girl, she wanted to kill her then, didn't she?
I know.
It is scary.
It was odd that she was doing that, and I was like, what the heck is going on there?
She's kind of scary. I don't know.
Yeah, but I guess after you're in those that ruled for so long that even at that age, you I guess people change quite a bit. And I think that little girl, nothing against the little girl, but I think that a lot of that had something to do with it as far as her change and her personality and the way she thought.
Well, yeah, they wanted her to survive, absolutely. But she still kind of creeped me out. She was ready.
Another Eden, huh? Another Eden, but a little more creepier, I guess we can call it. On that one.
Yeah, I thought she was. She was scary for a little girl, boys. Like, kill her now. Okay.
And she was about, because right before she had just took out the walker right before they found Tara, she took out the walker, and she was just ready to take Tara out, even though she was alive.
Ready, yeah. Even later, she was ready to take her out.
Yeah.
So she's a scary little girl there.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: they train those kids young there. For wherever they're at, they train those kids pretty young. You know, so it was. It was pretty
Absolutely.
crazy to see that.
Yeah, to see it. Yeah, it was.
So it was different, but like I said, like we all know, it's the apocalypse. So that's what's to be expected. So watching Cindy grow on her and give her, you know, water and food. Knowing that the rules are different, she's the granddaughter of the lady running it.
Right.
Why do you think that she had the compassion? Or is this still compassion and love in the world? Is that what they're?
I think it's
trying
because,
to get at?
Yeah, I think it's because there's so few of them that it's another person, another human being. She's alive. She's not a walker. So. Cindy's like, oh, another person alive. We need, this is what we need, not kill everybody on sight. So yeah, I think she still has that compassion for somebody being human, alive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as we as the whole thing went along, because maybe they haven't had a lot of visitors. Maybe that she was like the first one in a long time, and that's why she showed so much compassion, because it seemed like everybody else was just like on target. Let's go. Anybody comes here, it's over. So
yeah, I absolutely. But they don't know about some of these other groups yet. They know them and the Saviors. That's all they know. So, I think it was more like, why should we kill her? There's another person alive. And as far as they know, there's so few of them that, anything alive, a person, human, needs to be saved, not, killed on sight.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot they go through. And I mean, to have that rule where it's on site is pretty crazy. It's like a main rule. If you see somebody alive, a zombie, it's on site. It's over. It's gone. So it's pretty odd that even the littlest of them all would be like that. The thing I was confused about, and I had to go back, is because they talked about it on The Walking Dead, where it was all women, but they wanted to know about like artificial insemination or something like that. Do you remember them talking about that?
I'm sorry?
Artificial insemination. They talked about that. What was the point of all that? I don't get it.
I'm not sure.
If there was no men there, then why would they even have the thought of that? Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was a bit confused on that. Why even bring that up?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we'll find out later or something. I thought that was a little strange. Now that you mention it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand if they had. I thought, because on The Walking Dead, because I kind of watched some of The Walking Dead, because I admit it, I watch football instead of The Walking Dead. I'm sorry, but the Broncos were on last night, and I had to watch it. If the Broncos weren't on, I would have been watching The Walking Dead. But the Broncos were on. Yeah, we got our butt kicked, but it was still a great game, and so was The Walking Dead. So
Well, yeah, you got to have both, right?
Yeah,
Both.
so
Works.
We have to have it both in our life, football and The Walking Dead, either way. So
absolutely, got to have football. But I was going to say, when Tara was talking to them, they said she could bring Heath back. So I don't know.
Yeah, but look
like, are you sure?
Okay,
yeah,
so
she's like, are you sure? Yeah, that was kind of
iffy. Basically, is what is kind of the way it sounded to me because, like I don't want to push it too far ahead, but they said they would let Tara go back, right? I don't want to get that far ahead first. I want to go back to when she fell off the bridge and the last time she had saw Keith, Dr. Dre. But anyway, excuse me, the last time she had saw him, she had actually saw him kind of get away. And when seeing him kind of get away, she had, and then falling over the bridge. So seeing him getting away and then falling over the bridge. Okay, so that's what blew it all up. That's what blew it all into proportion. She ended up at Oceanside. We don't know what happened to Heath yet. And so we have to figure out here. Now we have to figure out what's going on there. Now we know Tara's back with Hilltop or her group. So there's some things to figure out though. So the reason why I kept rewinding it because I was trying to figure out is how did they get from point A Hilltop to Oceanside. And is Tara going to be able to go back and find it? Obviously, she has to be able to go back and find it because, like we talked about, you already have her friend, her teammate, Rosita.
Weren't they going back to Alexandria? Not Hilltop?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Alexandria. I don't know why I was saying Hilltop. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Right away, you had Rosita trying to break her down for the weapons. It's like Rosita kind of like almost knew that that she found something just by her actions. So I think they're gonna eventually break her down one way or the other. They're gonna get to her some way or the other, and they're gonna get to the Oceanside where the ladies are at.
I think. I agree with you. I think she's gonna have to, because they're gonna have to start talking somewhere, whether by messenger at first or whatever the case is. They're gonna have to start talking to each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're right. They will break her down.
Yeah, she's gonna have to get broke down, especially with Heath. He's gonna if he makes it back safe, he's gonna say, where were you at all that time? You know what I mean? Well, I was trying to get back. So he's gonna know she was somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
She was somewhere safe.
Absolutely.
So it's
what did you think about the Sandwalkers? They were awesome, were they not?
Yeah, and that was one of the coolest parts of the episode, and one of the reasons I say it was one of the coolest parts of the episode is because do you remember Keith was kind of kicking the sand before he got grabbed, and he was like, "Tara, hold on a second." So didn't you think that was really a really fun part of the episode?
Yeah, those were some really cool walkers they had there. I loved them. I thought they were great.
So funny thing is they were talking about the walkers, that the sand walkers on The Walking Dead, and they were saying that they were out there in the 120-degree heat in sand, and I guess one of the women walkers was saying that she was in there just sweating, What do you think about
yeah.
that? What do you think about that?
Yeah, can you imagine? I couldn't